Welcome to the Weekly Growl, where bold conversations meet good coffee. Every Tuesday night, Bayou goes live to talk men's grooming, mental health, coffee, culture, and the gear that actually matters. No fluff, no filters, just real talk. This is the show that keeps it raw, bold, and unapologetic. So grab your mug, let's growl.
Yes, growl, 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 roar, and all that kind of stuff. Comment ça va, mes amis? Welcome to the Weekly Growl with your host, Mr. Bayou. Well, you don't have to call me Mr. You don't have to call me Mr. Mister. The whole world calls me Hank. But anywho, how's everybody doing out there? Looks like we're off to a little bit of a slow start. I was supposed to have a guest on tonight, but unfortunately, my guest is not here. Oh, wait, don't I have a sound effect like that? It says Dave's not here? Yeah, it's somewhere on my soundboard here. But since it's only the lovely. Oh, wait, there is a second one here. It's my homie, Mr. Romy. What's up, Michael? As I was saying, I was supposed to have a guest, but that fell through. No real biggie. So that means I won't be going. Well, I may not be going for the full hour. And yeah, let me show everybody and say hello to everybody. And of course, my beautiful wife, Moonbeam. And yep, that's right. But Dave's not here. And yes, our good friend Kevin from Woodpit Candles and other products. Wink, wink, nod, nod. Yeah. Kevin is doing something, working on something. And oh, here we go.
Dave's not here.
Yeah, there we go. I feel better now, having played that sound effect. Oh, and I've got me playing in my ear. I hate it when I do that. All right. So I'm no longer playing in my own ears. Hopefully you folks aren't hearing that. And my cat is scratching at the door, which, irritates me, but he's just going to have to wait. And yeah, Kevin, our good friend Kevin, sent me a package and I got it in today. I haven't opened it yet. Can't wait to open it. Don't think I'm going to do it on camera, but I haven't decided yet. But let's just say that the future is looking really nice and bright and whatnot. And yeah, got some interesting things coming up, some wonderful things coming up from Woodpit in the new year. I think Kevin said that he may be doing some experimental marketing for Christmas and craft shows and stuff like that. And of course, there's his elite research and development team will be researching his developments, and we'll call it a team effort. And I think it's going to be some really, really wonderful products that will be on the market soon. How soon? Well, 2026. We'll just have to make sure everything is groovy cool. But looking really forward to that. Now, how you folks been? Everybody have a pretty good week? I don't know if you guys caught this, but Dane and I went live Saturday evening. It was a hangout with the Bayou, just different time, different day. But we went live this past Saturday evening, I think at like 6 o'clock Central, 7 o'clock Eastern. Is that a new permanent time slot? I don't know. It's all dependent upon Dagan's work schedule. And Saturday was a good day for us to do it, so we did it. We may adopt it as the new time frame, the new time slot. We're just kind of playing it by ear and seeing, and but it was good. And, we missed some people that were not there, but this was kind of a I'm not. It wasn't really a last minute thing because Dagan had contacted me Friday afternoon about it. So I think he had published the announcement by that time. Not really sure, but I think he had. So we got a little bit of notice out, but I know, like everybody else, we all get accustomed to our habits and our routines, and I know folks got used to the nighttime. I mean, the Sunday night stream. In fact, Sunday, my alarm went off to wake me up from my nap for stream, which we had already done on Saturday. But yeah, Kevin was out gorging himself on sushi. And thank you, dear. My lovely wife says it was a good show. We had a good time, So hopefully, we may settle into that time slot, and then of course you got the Weekly Growl here every Tuesday night. I'm trying to become more. Well, I can't, man. Can't think of my words tonight. I'm trying to be more deliberate and more consistent with it, because I know I took a week or two off from it, and it was just to recenter, refocus myself, because I didn't really feel like I didn't feel like doing it. First of all, second of all, I wasn't too sure, if I was going to continue with it because of my lack of getting guests on here, and that's partially okay. That's not partially. That's totally my fault because I wait too late to try to schedule guests here. And some of the folks that I have spoken to about coming on the stream, Tuesday nights are not necessarily a good night for them. And also, the fact that I can't really contact somebody like, I don't know, Saturday and say, hey, can you come on the stream on Tuesday? So I will try. And what's up, Mark? Glad you could make it, buddy. But yeah, I'm going to try to start scheduling earlier. And man, I've really got some cool people that I'd like to introduce you guys to. But we'll just have to try to work out the scheduling snafus. But like I said, some really interesting folks, because everybody's got a story to tell, and oh my goodness, they're just really, really fascinating stories out there that I would love to share with you. Love to share these people with you. So I'm going to work on getting the scheduling and prioritizing things a little more. And of course, we're getting into the eating season. In fact, I think the eating season has officially started in our neighborhood, in our neck of the woods. So we got holidays and whatnot coming up, and I understand that not everybody's going to be able to pop in because everybody's got family stuff going on and work stuff going on. And I know the closer we get to the end of the year, the more hectic things can be, especially if you work in retail or if you work in not retail. Just, a lot of stuff going on. So I do understand all of that. But I do thank each and every one of you, wonderful, beautiful people, for stopping by and saying hello. And to tell you what I've been working on lately, well, obviously I've been working on my mental health. I've been doing the mental health gig for since last week of September, I believe. I've been attending group therapy. It's called Intensive Outpatient Program, and it's going really well. I'm learning a lot of things, and other people within the program are helping me, and I hope that I'm helping them. I think I am. I hope so. And it's just been a really great experience. But I thought that experience was about to come to an abrupt end. All right, Kevin. Thanks for stopping by. Much appreciated, brother. Much love and respect. But yeah, I thought my therapy was going to come to an abrupt end because of insurance and lack of the ability to pay the bills. But God sends angels to us all the time. There are angels everywhere. We just have to be open and willing to see them and acknowledge them. Well, today I got called to the carpet about my bill, and hello, Ziggy with it. For those of you who don't know, that's my brother who lives over there in Malaysia. And Jeffrey, what's up, buddy? Yes, roar, my brother, more roar. But anyway, what I was saying is I got a current balance of I don't know, $1,300 something dollars. So I got a text message a few days ago, and they called me in and said, "Do you have Medicaid?" Well, no, I don't. I make too much for it. Doesn't take much, trust me. Well, the lady says, "Okay, well, how much do you have? What is your gross combined household income?" And she said, "You don't have to tell me down to the penny, just ballpark." And I told her, she says, "Oh, well, great." Because she said, if you make below X amount of dollars, you don't qualify, but there's this program. I don't know. I got to fill out the application online, got to finish filling it out. But my copay for the group therapy has been covered through I think the first 2 weeks of December, maybe, or even be through December. I'm not sure. I don't know how much longer I have in this particular program because I I know people that's going there. They've been there since June or July, but they taper them off. Everybody goes full time when you first get there, and I'm supposed to attend a minimum of 3 days, and I'm doing 4 because I mean, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt at all. In fact, it's probably not a bad thing. So, as I progress, uh, they'll kind of lower me down, and I know that I'm supposed to get recommended for individual therapy once I complete the group therapy program and whatnot. But it's been really good. I've met a lot of wonderful people, and it's been a very, very good experience for me, as opposed to previous times where I didn't necessarily do therapy, but I did programs, court ordered sobriety programs. We're not going to say that too loud. That kind of stuff. That it was programs that I didn't want to be in, didn't want to be there. Therefore, I really did. I'm not going to say I didn't take it seriously, but I didn't take it seriously. I didn't want to be there, and I made it very clear that I didn't want to be there. And that's just how it was. So I wasn't managing the program. I wasn't working the program, etc. And now that I am, I'm seeing benefits from it. And that's my update at the moment for everything. For that end of the spectrum, that side of the story. Now, what else I'm doing? Okay, I've been working behind the scenes work on my computer, and I'm learning some new skills. I'm using some I'm learning how to use new programs, and whatnot, which, learning is not a bad thing. Rarely is it ever a bad thing. And I will have some more interesting things. This is mainly stuff to help me with my live streaming and my content creation. And of course, I'm also started live streaming my gaming, some of my gaming on Twitch, which I also allegedly am live. Ooh, I don't know if I'm live streaming right now on Twitch. I'm supposed to be, but I had some trouble getting into my account and I changed my password. So I don't know if I'm actually live on Twitch tonight. Oh yeah, because I couldn't, I can't get into my account on the app on my computer. Now it shows that I'm streaming on Twitch, but when I look at up y'all with how many folks are watching, it just shows the counter for Facebook and for YouTube. So I don't know. But okay, what you got? Is there anything you can tell someone that doesn't want to be there that might help? My nephew is in this position. Okay. I can tell you exactly. Okay, he doesn't want to be there. Well, to be honest with you, Jeffrey, you can try to tell him, but until you want it, you're not really going to work at it. Now, if your nephew, if it, until you are willing to do it, and maybe he's unwilling to do it. I don't know if he's unwilling or if he just doesn't want to get better. Then that's also a problem, an issue. And you just tell him to give it a chance, that he's got nothing to lose and so much to gain by going through this, by doing this. It's just like anything else in life where you have to put in the work. If you want to see results, you got to put in work. Nearly nobody just succeeds right off the bat. As a famous person or a wise person once said, it's better to have tried and failed than to have not tried and succeeded. And this is very, very true and very wise words. And just, if you want to contact me offline, hey, I can give him a call. Even have Santa do a. No, I'm kidding. Well, actually, I can't have Santa do a Zoom call with people, but that's a whole different thing. But yeah, you got to be willing to put in the work and try not to be narrow-minded, closed-minded, or anything like that. Just walk in. If you walk in with an open mind, before long you will find that you have an open heart, and there's a lot that can be accomplished. And everyone is here for a reason. We rarely know that, but let your nephew know that he's there for a reason. And even if the people that are there aren't helping him that much, if he would just participate just a little bit, he could help them. He could set an example. I don't know if he's the leadership type, the leader type, but if he is, tell him to set the right example, because it's leadership by example. And that doesn't mean by running around beating a drum and telling me, oh, I'm so good, or any of that. No, even just in quiet simplicity and just being present, it makes a difference. And it makes a difference to other people. Uh, whether you share or not, if you're there and you're actively engaged, other people see that. And as they start to ease up, you start to ease up, and hey, don't knock it till you try it. And you're quite welcome, my brother. If, like I said, if I can help in any way, you can contact me offline. You can send me a message on Instagram. Send me a message here in the comments or whatnot, and I'll let you know how to get in touch with me. Also, if you look in my description, I have my link tree in there. With my link tree, you can contact me through there. And yeah, my brother says that he and my wife were actually talking about how much therapy was helping me in the last time he was in. And yeah, it is. It is really making a difference. And yes, I do find support in group like therapy. Uh, One-on-one is really can be really intensive and get down to core stuff. But I find that group therapy is a great place to start because it allows you to see first and foremost the best thing that you can see is you can find out that you're not the only one. You're not alone. There, okay, you're in a group of say 10 people. Eight, seven, eight, nine of those people probably have gone through the same thing that you've gone through. Now, whether or not they got over it, that's all dependent. Hey, what's up, G Lou? Welcome in. We're just talking about mental health and that kind of stuff. And yeah, Brian, even the fact of adding structure to your day helps. You have somewhere to go and something to do, and that actually helps a lot. And it really does. It really does because if nothing else, I have to get up every morning, take a shower, and get dressed and go over there. Whereas before, I got up if I felt like it. And, you know, if you don't have a reason to get up, you don't get up. At least I didn't. But the group setting, like I said, it can make a tremendous difference. And even when you go in shy as a mouse, you know, there's this lady in our group that came in just timid as a field mouse, and she's been coming there with us for a few weeks now. And oh, she opened up, and it's like, wow, you know, you see these people and you think, oh, well, you know, they're not going to say anything. And all of a sudden, boom, they just blossom. And it's a really, really amazing feeling to see people start to blossom like that, to come in full bloom. And Ziggy with it, you want to know what's new, G Lou? I can tell you what's new, G Lou. Alley Cat. It's not new, but it's coming back. So that's new. We are all looking forward to really looking forward to that because you know, this was a little bit before my time entering into the online bearded community and therefore entering into the small batch beard care community. So I missed out on the original Alley Cat, and you guys all know our brother Shade. He has already told me that Gary nailed beard butter. He thinks that Gary makes the best beard butter in the industry, and he said that Alley Cat was it would have just blown me away. I don't know. That was before my time. But hopefully, I'm going to find out in the not too distant future because I am a big fan of beard butter, and I hear that that G only uses beard butter. You know, as opposed to some folks I know who will only use beard oil because they don't like beard butter. But I'm not going to go there. But y'all may know who that is, but I'm not saying any names. You know, and I just hit that because it just felt like it. But yeah, waiting for the comeback. In fact, for those of you who aren't following, Retro Beards is on Facebook. There's a a group. You probably have to get accepted, but go ahead, sign up, join it. They did a poll recently. I don't know if the poll has ended or not about. I want to. Wasn't it which label that we wanted? Help me here, G. And because the Alley Cat's being brought back, but it's not going to be identical to what it was in the past. I don't know all the legalities and whatnot of when you shut something down for a few years, but it was nice being able to vote on what we think would look good, and can't wait to find out how well it can feel good. And yeah, you're just living the dream over there. Well, I guess you need the butt paste in Malaysia because I'm sure it's hot and nasty. But anyway, and we're moving right along here. And welcome to anyone else new who's jumped in. I don't know who all is here. Unfortunately, I can't see that, but I can see the comments. So if you're here, say hello and how y'all are. We're talking about a little bit of everything. Kind of an open topic night tonight because, lack of planning on my part. But, I always have plenty of things to talk about. If you know me, you know that I'm rarely speechless or at a loss for words. Yeah, that's probably inappropriate right now because that wasn't a rim shot note, but oh yeah, Jeffrey, do tell all about it. You have this one's going out to you, Ziggy, with it, aka Brian. Retro's beard oil called Disco Fever. Brian was a truck driver just like I was. And his CB handle was Disco Duck. And he is, the disco king. In fact, he was pimp daddy as a groomsman in my wedding. We got married October 31st, had a Halloween costume wedding. And yeah, he is Ziggy with it is really disco with it. I think you should try it out. I know his beard, he doesn't think it's long enough to use beard oil, but he might like the scent. And I have no idea what in the world. Looks like me, Moonbeam, Lou, and Geoffrey. Oh, you're misspelling Jeffrey. Okay, I got it now. It took a minute to sink in, but it shows that we have 10 people viewing at the moment. And if you're wondering what's in my mug, and of course it's a Bucky's mug. It is Cameron's. That's the name of the brand. What's up, Mr. Baker? It's a Velvet Moon, something or other coffee. Just ground them up a few days ago. I finished grinding the bag. No, I'm not one of those grind your own coffee beans at home type people. Okay, maybe I am, but I like it. If you like coffee, you like this. And I think right now it's a Costco exclusive, but it's very good, very smooth, a rich, smooth taste. And of course, I've got plenty of what you call it, creamer in it. Tonight it's hazelnut creamer. That's all I have. Man, the peppermint mocha creamer, I think that may be a seasonal one. I'm not sure, but good googly moogly. I really like that in coffee. Didn't think I would, but it is great. And of course, my wife makes a better cup of coffee than I do, but I can brew it really well. I can grind the beans really well. I can brew the coffee really well. As far as for serving it, well, she does a better job of than I do. And yes, thank you, Jeffrey. Hit that like button like it owes you money, please. Like, share it. You know, if you go to the share button, you click on it and you click on copy the link. You don't have to do anything with that. You just do that, and then the algorithm thinks that you shared it out, and that helps me. Not exactly how it helps me, but it does. Yes. He done smashed the like button on both his accounts. No excuses. All right, and Jeffrey, you say you purchased a French press thanks to Brewer. You haven't enjoyed till you try that. I've been hearing about French press. I don't know a whole lot about it, so I haven't gotten into it yet. Although I did see, I'm trying to find a new travel coffee mug, cup, etc., whatever, that's big enough for me, of course, and convenient to where I can store it and whatnot. And I did see one of the ones that I looked at because, man, I'm looking all over online, just looking to see what's available out there. And there's one that is a tumbler that has a built-in French press. Go figure. Like I said, not sure how that works, but hey, I'm good with that. I will find out someday in the not too distant future. I'm digging the heck out of my Cameron coffee right now. So, yes, thank you, Crack. Hit that like button like I was playing Grand Theft Auto. Man, it's funny you say that because that's what I'm playing. I'm playing GTA 4. I know it's an old game, but it's a classic. It's probably just under San Andreas as my favorite GTA title. I'm playing that on Steam, which is an online service that allows you to play video games through your computer. And I had it on my wish list for like next to forever, and it went on sale several months back for like $5.99. The Grand Theft Auto Complete Edition. So I got it, and because I'm attempting to expand my digital reach, I knew I needed to start streaming some stuff on Twitch besides the Weekly Growl, but that's one of the things I'm streaming on Twitch. And also, I'm having some problems with TikTok and Restream because TikTok will authorize me to live stream using Restream. Now, I have the TikTok Live Studio and I can go live on my computer with that and all that jazz. But yeah, they're wanting me to have 50% gaming content. So I had to set up. And fortunately, my buddy Ken, he he's a little more computer literate than I am. And okay, he's a lot more. He walked me through setting up OBS so I can start doing that. And spent so much time on San Andreas. Oh, I completed San Andreas multiple times. I completed the story mode. I didn't do everything there was to do in the game. I rarely ever do that. But yeah, it's great. But anyway, Ken helped me set up one of the polyglot multilingual teachers I watched learn to speak Chinese in order to communicate with his teammates. Yeah, I've heard of that PUBG, whatever that is. I don't know what it is, but it's something video game wise. But anyway, I was saying, Ken helped me set up OBS, and OBS is one of the tools that Dagan introduced me to for streaming. And the more you use it, the more you learn about it, and the better you can get at it, at utilizing it. And it's a great tool. It's not very user friendly for first time users. but it allows me to stream my gaming from my computer. What I'm playing on my computer, I can live stream it, so I can start trying to meet that quota, that mythological quota on TikTok of having 50% gaming content, because I need the permission using Restream, because that's how I can stream across to more than one service. You know, like tonight I'm on Facebook, YouTube, and hopefully Twitch. Don't know for sure if I'm on Twitch or not. I can't see any comments from Twitch, so that's why I don't know if I'm streaming live to them tonight. But I'm working on that, and you know, I'm really not getting too much into equipment right now. I mean, I did manage to acquire a piece of equipment that I haven't picked up yet, but I'm not getting too much into the equipment side because I need to do more work. I got to put in some work, and I can't justify any expenses because you guys out there live in the real world, you know, ain't nothing cheap these days, not at all. And money is getting tighter and tighter, especially with medication and fun things like that that my wife and I have. So uh, I'm not looking to add to my equipment. In fact, matter of fact, tonight I'm actually using the built-in camera on my computer to do my live stream. Typically, I'm using a old iPhone, but I don't know what happened. Something happened with my computer in the last few days. It's been a while since I've been on it, and I think my computer crashed or got. I don't think it got unplugged. I don't know, but when I went to turn it on tonight, it asked me for a key and gave me a website where I could find the key, and I had to put in this like 16-digit number into the computer and have it restart, and everything was kind of wonky. But everything fired up and restarted. But I don't know how long the computer was down, but my phone that I have plugged in and connected to it is powered off, and I didn't feel like every time I have to power up that phone or do anything with it, I have to reset it because I'm using it as my camera, and I've got to reset it because you know it's one way or the other, one side or the other. And all right, Jeffrey, you said, how is Nicholas doing? I see him pop up every now and then and try to ask him a question and never get a reply. I love that dude. Okay, it has been a minute since I actually chatted with Nicholas. Uh, he was trying to get his follower count up on Instagram so he could go live on there. And I think he was looking to go live on Instagram because he's doing shorter lives. As far as for his health, I really don't know, man. I hope and pray that his back has gotten better, but I know he's just had a lot of trouble with his back, and that's why he had to bow out of the weekly grind, because he couldn't sit for an hour continuously, which was, you know, the length of our live stream. It would create too much pain for him, and you know, this is supposed to be fun, not painful. But if I do hear anything, I will post an update. In fact, I'll probably try to give him a holler tomorrow. But yeah, Nicholas is just a really good dude, really nice guy, and he's got a pretty epic beard too. No beard envy, not much. But yeah, hopefully he's doing well, and I'll check in with him and see what I can find out, and let y'all know what it is, what it shall be, and what it was. But anywho, yeah, so that's what's going on these days. I'm actually considering starting to do a few more product reviews. I really only have, I think, two product reviews. Why is my wife telling me the medication she's run out of? Oh, I guess she wants me to do that, and she figures the only way I'll do it is if I see it in the YouTube comment. All righty, well, yeah, I'm not going to put that up on the screen because you never know. I might get popped for something. Hey, I did a live stream. My test streams working with OBS, my gaming streams, and it was testing it out. One of them, I don't think I was playing the game very briefly, and I got copyright restrictions for both of those streams on YouTube, here on YouTube. And my buddy told me, my buddy Ken said that he's positive he's seen video games being streamed on YouTube. He didn't understand why that happened. I don't know. I've never looked to see if yeah, I've never seen any live gaming being live streamed, but I got hit on YouTube, and then I also got hit on Facebook, said that the sound was muted in multiple countries due to copyright. And I was like, oh, well, forget about it. And yeah, that's the liquid style, the liquid formulation. She takes the pill form. Yep, that purple syrup. Yeah. Not that I know anything, but I do read a lot. And I read often sometimes. Try to anyway. But yeah. Damn, I thought I texted. Yeah. Oh, let's see. Let's give her first we'll give her a big round of applause. And then we will give her. Okay, a better one was this. Yeah. I love my wife, but she does have a tendency to send texts to the wrong people, or send them across the wrong platforms, as it is in this case. But yeah. Okay, the message is hidden. Yeah, and that's right, Brian. Some scissor. And yes, this is the truth. He doesn't think I could have found a more entertaining wife. Yes, and as I always love to tell her, she's my favorite toy. And yeah, we're going to take a look because it's in a book. Because you can't see me. Because reading is fundamental. It's fundamental. And also remember that.
You see, we're on a mission from God.
That's right. We are on a mission from God, in case you didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anywho, oh, my eye is starting to itch. I don't know why. One of those nighttime things. One of those nighttime things that I'll get. It's just one eye will get irritated, and it's never the same eye. I don't know what's up with that. And then, of course, there's my sinus. And I don't even know if it's really a sinus issue. I think it's just a nose issue. My nose runs like a faucet on a regular basis. I don't know what's up with that. Yeah, that's right. That's right, Michael. Nothing to be embarrassed about. Things happen, and we are all human in here, and I'm not gonna say we're all old, but we're on medication and stuff. Our bodies think we're old. Our minds don't, but our bodies think it. Yeah, well, you say allergies. Well, if it's allergies, I must be allergic to people. Because every time I go around crowded places, that's usually my nose runs the most, especially at Costco. I don't know what's up with that, but every time I go to Costco, my nose will run like a faucet. Just one of those strange things.
Stop lying.
No, it's true, really. Yeah. At least you don't sound like you're blowing a trombone when you blow your nose. That's a little inside joke, folks. uh, Tune in next week and I will let you know what the joke is. But yeah. And in case you guys didn't know, Ziggy With It is back on his international world disc golf tour. He just played a tournament in the Philippines, I believe. And I don't remember when exactly it is, but he told me that he's going to be doing an Asian golf tour. Him and some of his buddies are going to make the rounds, going to multiple tournaments in like a 1 month time span. So that actually sounds like it could be really cool. I don't play disc golf, but I would go along just, for the experience. Because he told me there's like 3 tournaments that they intend to play in. And if I remember correctly, I think he said they're starting off in Thailand. Won't swear to it, but anyway. But yeah, he told me there's 3 tournaments that they're scheduling so far. I don't know if they're going to do more, but that's cool, especially since they're playing in more than one country. And we're here in the U.S., man. This country is so freaking big. It's difficult for us to leave to the U.S. without flying, and they're driving. And they're going to go to more than one country. They're going to leave the country that they are in and go to several. That's cool, being close enough. Now, I'm not saying we can't do that here. Just it's a really, 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 really long drive. I'm down here in the South on the Gulf Coast. To get to Canada would take me a couple of days driving. Now, to get to Mexico, only about a day or so, and depending on how far I go out into Mexico. But really, that's the only countries we can drive to here in the continental U.S. Although I don't know if there's a ferry in Alaska that goes across the Bering Strait, but I think theoretically you could drive up to Alaska, and if there's a ferry that go across the Bering Straits into Russia, you could drive into Russia and then drive through Russia and go across Asia and then into Europe and stuff. Theoretically. Now, whether or not those countries would let you come in, that's probably a whole different story. All right. And okay, so here's the deets. Starting in Taiwan in January, then hit the Singapore Sling also in January. Okay, Taiwan. Hey, it was a T word, okay? A T country. Taiwan, Thailand, tie me kangaroo down sport. And yes, Ollie landed in Australia 30 minutes ago. That's right. Our daughter and our daughter-in-law are in Australia. They had a couple-hour layover in New Zealand, but they're going to Australia for a friend's wedding. And not that I wouldn't mind visiting Australia, but I just have a little bit of an issue with that. Their friends told them that they don't have to worry about the big spiders. What big spiders? They have spiders that are like, I don't know, probably about this big over there. And, if a spider's big enough that you can shoot it with a gun, I don't want to be there, especially in a country where you're not allowed to have one. Yeah, there's just too many dangerous things. Okay, and then he says he's going to Chiang Mai, Thailand for the Chiang Mai Open. Okay, so there was a Thailand in there. All right. And yeah. As my wife says, she flew even further than Malaysia. She's 2 hours in her future. Yeah. Malaysia is 14 hours ahead of us, and where they are in Adelaide, Australia, they're 16 hours ahead of us. All right. So what? All right, Jeffrey, you got diagnosed with obstructive sleep apnea. Did the overnight test in hospital, getting ready to have my own CPAP. Nothing to be afraid of, my friend. I'm on a BiPAP. My wife's on a BiPAP. Ziggy with it. He's on a CPAP. We all have obstructive sleep apnea, and we all sleep better now because we have machines. Although I took a nap this afternoon and forgot to put on my mask. I don't know how. I guess I fell asleep without it, and I didn't wake up with dry mouth. So apparently I didn't snore. Don't know how that happened, but it did. And I'm just thankful. And how does that even happen naturally? Are you talking about the spiders? Dude, I don't know, but there are things over there in Australia that I don't want no part of it, man. Not saying I'm afraid. No, I'm intelligent. I stay away from stuff that can eat you and kill you and or make you wish you were unalived. Now that was a very good cup of coffee. And I go back to my fruit punch. Yes, I love my red dye number 40. And yeah, that's one way you can know that when that you haven't used your PAP machine. It you don't have to wake up with a sore throat from snoring so hard. Yes, very true. Very, very true. So if you think you need it, you ought to go get tested. Uh, Now, I know if you don't have insurance, well, then that's a different story, man. That makes it rough. But the CPAP, I wish I would have had a CPAP, BiPAP, whatever it is that I would have needed back then. This is all prior to my brain surgery. If I would have had my BiPAP machine back when I was an over the road truck driver, the miles I mean, don't get me wrong, I knocked down some serious miles in my time, but if I could have gotten as much rest in, say, 8 hours of sleep as I used to get in 14 to 16 hours when I finally crashed and burned, I could have done a lot more than that. A dagger in your throat. Oh, wow. And yes, that's right. Everything in Australia can kill you, including the Aborigines. And okay, you woke up with a dagger in your throat this morning. Yeah, that's what happens. And you snore too hard and too loud. Yeah. Hear a spider walking. That is a little bit scary. Okay, sorry, guy, but I promise if you're tired during the day, after you start using it, you'll be doing the Snoopy dance. And she's not exaggerating because it makes a difference. It doesn't make quite as big a difference for me, but I also have some permanent brain damage from, well, not just the surgery, but from the illness afterwards, having some serious swelling on my brain and all that kind of fun stuff. So I'm a little more rested now, but now before all of this stuff, oh, dude, like I said, I just can't imagine how much mileage I could have knocked down over the road if I would have been getting uh, a full, restful 8 hours of sleep each night. Oh, man. It would just been amazing. Amazifying. One of those Bushisms. Yes, a W-ism, I should say. Kangaroo jumping everywhere at the girl's house. Those things kill you. Yeah, they can beat the snot out of you. And they look so cute. They do look adorable until they beat the snot out of you. But, you know, that's the chance you take playing with wildlife. Just because it's cute doesn't mean that it loves you. Koala bears. Or is it the pandas? Oh, yes, the pandas. Everybody thinks panda bears are so adorable. Dude, they are vicious. I mean, totally vicious. Unless you have a trained one, which, you know, has to be raised from teeny tiny. But anyhow, we still got 8 people here, man. That's great. Thank y'all so much for coming in and joining me tonight. We're getting close to the 9 o'clock hour here, and I'm going to therapy tomorrow. Normally Wednesdays is my day off, but Thursday I have a doctor's appointment. I think I'm going for a checkup with the cardiologist. Not exactly sure. That's what the last thing that I remember, because I rescheduled my dentist appointment for next month, which is right around the corner. Yep, couldn't imagine getting beaten by a kangaroo. Yeah. No, that's not embarrassing, dude. You'd be too beat up to be embarrassed. You'd just be saying, I got my ass kicked by one of them damn animals in Australia. But yes, as I was saying, I got the doctor's appointment Thursday, so I'm going to therapy tomorrow. And of course, got to get up at a reasonable time in the morning so I can shower and get dressed and style my lovely man mane. So I am going to kind of start winding it down and wrapping it up here tonight. But as I said before, I want to thank everybody for tuning in and joining in. I really do appreciate it. And hey, if you would like to appear here live on the Weekly Growl, give me a shout, and we can hook something up, because it's about a little bit about anything and everything, and everybody's got a story to tell, and lots of us would love to hear the story. And Jeffrey, I don't know if you're still here, but if you are, I'm scrolling through the comments. It is you that you asked about your nephew, if I'm remembering correctly. You know, my memory is horrible. But I'm going back. Okay, yeah. If needed somebody to talk to, or you want him to talk, he needs somebody to talk to, just give me a holler. My link tree is in the comments or in the description. Holla, and I'll get back with you. So always remember and never forget. Well, one of the many things to always remember and never forget: be kind. You never know the battle a person next to you is fighting in their head, and they'll never say a word about it. But a kind smile, a hello, just a little gentleness, a little nicety can make such a difference in somebody's life. It could mean the world to them. So be kind and be nice, because you deserve it. And always remember and never forget, because it's not a trend, it's a lifestyle.